And as we all know, Travis came up big because he had someone special in the stadium, someone that means a lot to him, and he really tries to always perform well when they're there, and that is me.
Welcome back to New Heights, ladies and gentlemen, produced by Wave Sports and Entertainment and a Wondery show.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys check out Wondery Plus. We are your hosts. I'm Travis Kelce, my big brother Jason Kelce out of Cleveland Heights, Ohio, Cincinnati Bearcat alums. Subscribe on YouTube wherever you get your podcasts, Wondery Plus, and follow the show on all social media at New Heights Show with 1S. As you can see, this is a very special episode. Me and Jason are never, I never see him in his flesh.
It's Travis's birthday episode, too.
This is not. My birthday is already passed.
It's 2 days ago.
Don't bring my birthday up like it's a part of this episode. It has nothing to do with this episode.
You turned 35.
What?
You turned 35. That's a big birthday. Everybody knows every time there's a 5 or a 0 at the end, it's a milestone birthday.
Nobody's ever said that.
What does it feel like to be 35 and still wear a Perkins Power shirt?
It feels... feels like I'm the fattest kid in Canada.
Congratulations, Mr. Kelce. You are now the fattest tight end in the NFL.
Yes.
Get on the field. Get off the field. Gosh.
This guy's killing it. Yeah, we're together in Kansas City. How about that?
That's right.
And yeah, Jason's he looked good, bud. You look good. Love that shirt. Just talking about the
all white was a bad
heavyweight
choice.
Shirt. What?
All white was a bad choice.
No, dude. Those tits, you look great.
Nice.
Jason, why don't you actually tell people what we're going to talk about in the episode?
Sure. Well, we got an outstanding episode lined up for you guys. We're going to talk about Trav's big win with the Chiefs over the Saints,
Hey-o.
as well as me getting out of the house and where we are currently being in Kansas City. City, little car jam, little tailgating. We got a bunch of good stuff, as well as obviously getting to everything else that happened in week 5 in the NFL. But first, as always, new news. Hey.
Coming in hot. A little new news brought to you by MetaQuest. That's right.
Nice.
Expand your world. Mama Kelce is Woman of the Year, or one of the Women of the Year.
Nice. Way to go,
the first
Mom.
item in new news, our mom was named one of Glamour magazine's 2024 Women of the Year. Nice. Also on the cover, Beyonce's mom, Selena Gomez's mother, and Billie Eilish's mom. So that's
she's in good company.
Yeah. I don't yeah, it's impressive. It's impressive that Mama Kelce's made it to the top. I mean, those are top tier moms right there. She described what it was like being our mom in quotes. Being a mom is probably the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. It's so much easier to just go to work, but raising children when they're totally dependent on you and you're trying to do the best you can with the limited resources you have, it's the most daunting task I've ever had to do. And Mom, you made it look easy. I'm not going to lie. You made it look easy. If it was that hard for you, I'm sorry if we made it harder on you, because I'm sure Jason did. I know I didn't. I made it easy.
I thought growing up was pretty easy. You show up, lunch is packed, breakfast is made.
Yeah. You sure
free
made
rides everywhere is the best.
Yeah.
Mom and what does Mom know? That shit was
Hand-me-down
easy.
caravans. Like, are you kidding me? Doesn't get any better than that. Happy as hell for you, Mama. Glamour magazine. This is cool. And you looked absolutely amazing, Mom. This is so good. Shout out to all the other mothers that are Women of the Year.
We also got an update on our film club poll. We wanted to give you guys the results of the online poll that was very much rigged from the beginning by our friend Jits Jake. The winner by a huge margin, of course, is Sisterhood for the Traveling Pants, whatever.
Don't say it right, Jason.
Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
Thank you.
We will now watch this movie, and you guys will get a review if you pay for the added Wondery Plus feature, which also includes no ads and a bunch of other benefits. You will also hear,
like Jason,
the agonizing review.
Exactly.
Of a movie.
Agonizing?
Of a movie about pants.
Dude, you are going to love this movie.
Two of my least favorite things.
Why do you hate Sisterhood so much?
I mean, I got a bunch of daughters. I guess I'm warming up to sisterhood.
There you go. There you go. Way to bring it full circle.
All I know is this whole thing, Jake threw a bunch of other movies that he knew would take votes from each other so that the Swifties could just freaking dominate the poll with such other traffic. Like Spaceballs, Goonies, and Necessary Roughness all took each other's votes. I hope you're happy, Jake.
I'm excited to watch. I think we planned on watching this together. Right?
You're honestly excited to watch this movie.
Yeah.
What in the title makes you excited to watch this movie?
Jason, I don't let the title dictate what gets me excited.
I read books all the time by their title, and if it's a bad title, I don't read the book.
Well, take it from a guy that doesn't read books. Don't read into the title.
Just don't read the book.
Yeah,
I don't even read the title. Do you know anything about this movie? What is this movie about?
I don't know. It has Blake Lively in it, and she's cool.
I know. Listen, I love Blake.
Yeah. I like watching films with people that I've met and I know. Oh, I watched Hugh Grant and what's Julia Roberts, Notting Hill. What is it? Notting Hill. I watched that one. I enjoyed it.
Did you?
Yeah.
What's it about?
It's about see, this is why I'm not a good movie reviewer. It's about two people that fall in love. No, wait, hold on. Yeah,
I could have told you that.
It's about two people that fall in love. Julia Roberts is a celebrity, and what do you call it? Hugh Grant does not know this.
It's about two popular, famous people that fall in love. Sounds great.
No, one popular, one unpopular.
Who's the unpopular one? Hugh?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's realistic.
I know, right?
That's a good-looking man.
Guys,
you can't be that good-looking and unpopular.
That's
where Hollywood gets it wrong.
This movie is not even realistic. Thank you for bringing it to my. If you guys are into chick flicks, go watch that one. That was a classic. But yeah, Wondery Plus offer is only available for limited time, so get on it. Visit Wondery.com/New Heights offer to redeem. And that does it for new news, brought to you by MetaQuest. Expand your world.
Last week, we introduced a new sponsor, MetaQuest. You can see him right there. Yeah, how about that? Meta is the most powerful mixed reality headset, and over the next couple months, we're going to be sharing some of our favorite experiences with the 92%ers.
You guys know we love to hit the links. Jason's he's a new lover of the links, I think. I think he's got the
I've always loved it. I just have more time now.
There you go. Whether we're in Tahoe or Bristol, Connecticut, we can take golf everywhere with us with these MetaQuest 3s. The Top Golf on Golf Plus is it's fun, man. You can play any course that you want. You're typically better on the headset than you are in real life. That's why I like to take these things with me. You know what I mean? And you get to play the courses way faster.
That's dope. If you want to try it, head to meta.com/quest to check out Golf Plus and see everything else that's possible on MetaQuest.
While you're there, be sure to check out the new MetaQuest 3S, which officially drops on October 15th, but is available for pre-order now. It's an unreal price for all these awesome experiences. Let's move on to some fan mentions of the week.
Yeah.
Let's shout out the fan mentions. Jason, go ahead and jump us off.
Sure, yeah. Travis got a major compliment from the Fonz, a.k.a. Coach Klein from The Waterboy.
Mr. Coach Klein.
Or as you might know him, the legendary actor Henry Winkler on X, Twitter, whatever you prefer to call it these days. He quote tweeted a tweet from Kansas City Chiefs. No better day to pull out some of Travis Kelce's greatest hits. And Mr. Winkler said, and Mr. K is doing an amazing job as an actor on Grotesquerie on Fox. Did Fox pay him for this?
Yeah, no. Henry's son, Max Winkler, is actually a director on the show.
Oh.
Yeah, so he's a big fan of the show. Big fan of the Chiefs as well. Shout out to the Fonz.
Yeah.
We love you over there in Chiefs Kingdom. And it's pretty cool, man. Well, I remember watching Happy Days growing up, and it's just, one of those life comes full circle moments.
Can you give us any? So we're 4 episodes in.
Yes.
How many episodes is there?
And you watched all 4.
I've watched all 4.
I can't believe you're actually, so you like horror and thrillers. And
if you put Grotesquerie or Sister of the Traveling Pants up, I'm watching fucking Grotesquerie.
All right, that's fair.
There's 4 episodes. How many episodes is there?
It's a great question.
Cool. Brandon? Figure that out. What kind of turns are we in store for? How many shoes are going to drop?
I'm not going to give away anything.
Well, just say how many shoes are going to drop. There's
definitely
something happening.
Yeah, there's about to be even more happening.
There is so much.
Just when you think like, all right, everything's going to start to unfold, you're in. Just buckle up.
Yeah.
Buckle up. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I already got it figured out.
Yeah, I know you do.
Yeah.
We talked about this earlier.
Yeah.
You don't have it figured out.
I can't tell if you are just a complete made up figment of Niecy's or Lois's imagination.
Okay.
If you're a demon or an angel, I'll accept both of those because they're dichotomies. Or if you're the killer. I'm pretty sure you're not the killer unless you're possessing people.
Mm.
I saw you on the second. You said you didn't premiere till the third episode. I saw you in the second episode.
What?
Oh, you know. Somebody did a great job of grabbing the screenshot. And I know that fucking tall, shadowy figure like the back of my hand.
No, I don't know if you know him. I don't know if you know that one.
I don't know. You turned the turntable off. I seen it.
Just creeping around in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lurching.
No, I wish I was that sneaky.
Well, I can tell you one person you're not a better actor than, and that is Niecy Nash. She is killing it.
Absolutely.
It has been awesome to watch, and I can't wait to see the new episodes. Is it 2 every week? It was 2 the first 2 weeks. Okay,
you got to stop asking me this.
All right, cool. Max Winkler, please respond to this.
You got to stop asking me this stuff, man. I'm honestly though, I'm along the ride with everyone else.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying watching everything unfold because I was so in and out of LA at the over the off season filming this that I didn't see any other scenes or anything like that. So it's fun to kind of get caught up on a lot of the storyline or just not necessarily storyline, but just everybody's performance, how they're portraying people, and I think it's just cool. It's cool to be a part of it and still see it's
interesting to see the finished product.
Yes,
because you see all the takes when you're doing it and all this stuff, and then all of a sudden it's oh, that's what they were going for.
Yes,
they cut out all the other stuff.
Yeah. Nice, less of me. Perfect.
Got it. Perfect. Oh, they didn't like that. Yeah. Okay, I didn't like it either.
I knew when there were a few takes where I was like, yeah, they didn't like that, and those takes definitely didn't make it. So, but at least I felt it, and I knew not to do it again.
Yeah, learning moment, coaching.
I am coachable. I'll tell you that.
Do we think Fonz saw the scene of you talking about Big Peter and his banana hammock?
Banana splitter.
Banana splitter.
Yeah. Listen, man. Everybody's got a past, Jason.
Hey, they do.
Yeah. It sounds like it made me better.
You know what it sounds like?
What?
It sounds like Lois wants to remember Big Peter. Because Big Peter ain't ready to go. That's right.
Yeah. When I was reading that on the script, I was just like, this is going to somehow make
Cool. Yeah, I'll make this sound great. Big Peter and his banana splitter.
If I was a stripper, how would I make this sound?
Yeah. All right, let's get to some Out of the House. That's right. But before we get into Travis's game, we're going to talk about Out of the House in Kansas City. Out of the House is brought to you by Coke Zero Sugar. Tackle game day with irresistible taste of Coke Zero Sugar. It's the best Coke ever.
Try and decide. Jason, how was your first Kelce Car Jam?
It's great.
Nice.
I saw a bunch of really cool cars.
Nice.
You know me, I'm terrible with makes and models of cars.
Yeah.
But I know when I see a car if I like it.
Fuck yeah.
And there was a lot of cool cars there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I like old cars.
There was there were 2 that stood out to me. There was a really old resto mode Bronco.
Nice.
That looked sweet.
Can't go wrong with a Bronco.
And it was
What'd you say? What kind of Bronco?
Resto mode. So it was I think that's what it's called. Resto mod, resto mode, something like that. I don't know the pronunciation.
Is that just a fancy word for restoration?
Yeah, I think.
Restoration?
It's basically it's like the original look of the Bronco
so the
with all
exterior
new.
Is the original.
It's just the frame and everything's brand new on it.
Okay, I got
it's
you.
custom.
So they've restored it, but it's all original look and feel and everything.
Yes.
Got it. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, that thing was awesome. And then the monster truck, dude. I fucking love monster trucks, man.
Yeah,
I want to get in one so bad.
You want to Ace Ventura it?
I just want to. Chitty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang.
Yeah. My favorite was the International Harvester pickup truck that was out there. It's like a metallic grayish blue. I got in it. There's a picture of me out there sitting in it.
Nice.
It was awesome.
Excited for the Ignition Lab to get their Bronco up and running. It looks absolutely awesome.
Are they working on
it?
It
Has
right
like the matte silver look right now. Yeah, it was sweet. They showed like how far along they were with it, and then on top of that, they're auctioning off the 1969 Chevelle that they turned into an electric car to put a Tesla engine under it. And when I say they, these high school kids at the Ignition Lab.
Yeah, why don't you explain what the Ignition Lab is for people that don't?
So the Ignition Lab is it's an extension of what Operation Breakthrough has been doing with their STEM labs in the building. And STEM is science, technology, engineering, math. And they have just a bunch of like, I don't know, rooms of like the mechanics. It has a entertainment studio. It has a whole bunch of stuff that these kids can get their hands on and get into, and it's just it's an
training
awesome
and expertise, and
it gets just everything, and it's giving these kids something that they wouldn't have otherwise, and giving kids something to do outside of school and after school, and something they can gravitate towards and see if they enjoy. One of them is the mechanic shop, like I just mentioned, and they actually turned a '69 Chevelle into an electric car by doing the welding and all the battery, the Tesla battery pack that's on the bottom of it or in the front and the back trunk. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. They got my Chevy Silverado. They're converting to electric right now.
Nice, dude.
And it's a 1986 square body Chevy. And I still haven't been, I need to make it to Operation Breakthrough in the Ignition Lab and all that. But I'm fired up to see what it's like. And they said they're going to try and teach me to weld, which I think is also sounds pretty good.
It's pretty sweet, yeah.
If it's anything like soldering, I'm going to be fucking terrible at it.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
I mean, it's definitely not like soldering, but it's kind of like soldering. I don't know. We don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
No idea.
Well, that's why you go to places that do, and you get to learn.
Yeah.
Shout out to Operation Breakthrough. Shout out to Kelce Car Jam. It was an awesome event. Shout out to everyone that showed up. It was really awesome to see the community support, everybody there. Obviously, it goes towards a good cause.
Kansas City always shows up, baby. That's why I love it here, man. Whether it's foundation events, whether it's celebrating somebody, or just good old Chiefs game, baby, they're showing up no matter what, man. That's why we love them. Tailgate with Chiefs Kingdom.
Yeah.
Moving on to game day. ESPN sent you out into the kingdom. Yeah, that's right. You were tailgating a little bit out there in the parking lot.
I was. Yeah.
What was it like? Tailgating at Arrowhead? I've only tailgated at Eagles games.
Yeah, and I've only been to one tailgate. I have been to a tailgate before at Chiefs Kingdom for a playoff game years ago, but I didn't really venture around. I was kind of just in one spot, and it was like a Budweiser tent that was there or whatever, and I just stayed there. And then every other time I go to your games, you have the bus that takes everybody there, so I just go with that. So I really haven't tailgated a lot.
Yeah.
So I thought it'd be cool to go experience it, and I was only able to be out there for like 40 minutes maybe. Mm-hmm. Like it was quick.
Yeah.
But they were running me around the golf cart. I was meeting all sorts of people. It was awesome. It was great. Good food, good people.
I love it.
Everybody just looking to have a good time, getting fired up for the game.
Come on now, baby. It's Kansas City.
I asked everybody like why they do it, and they're like, "Hey, these everybody around here is like family now. Like they've been going to it for years. Season ticket holders. There was more New Orleans food than there was Kansas City food. I had so much like gumbo and jambalaya.
You didn't see any like barbecue or anything?
I mean, it was around, but most of the stuff that everybody was eating where I was at, I think that it's common for, I guess, the teams to make like the food that they're playing.
Kind of like a fun
potluck
deal that they got going on?
I guess. There's also a decent amount of New Orleans fans in the tailgate. They showed up.
All right. Nice.
So it was fun. I always like it. Yeah. That's the beautiful thing about sports. It's a unifying thing. Everybody comes together. And you try and kill each other, but then you're friends afterwards. Yeah. It's the best.
It doesn't always work out like that, but yeah.
Learned how to suction cup a beer can to my palm.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. The tailgate was incredible. Had an Abner Haynes jersey on. Nobody asked me a single thing about Abner Haynes.
Tell everybody about the Abner Haynes, because I was...
So, yeah.
You asked me to try and help you out with this, and I was like, yeah, perfect. No problem. Yeah. And
the KC Pro Shop hooked it up for sure. So this offseason...
Shout out to the KC Pro Shop for getting the turnaround for us.
This offseason, Abner Haynes died.
Oh, R.I.P.
Abner Haynes died, yes. R.I.P. He is in the Chiefs Ring of Honor or Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And I didn't know really who Abner Haynes was. And then obviously you see that he passes away, so you start clicking articles, and dude was just awesome. He's a great running back. Played for the Dallas Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. But more important than that, it felt like he was like really a member of the community. Went to North Texas State, I believe.
North Texas State.
Which, you know, you're good if you're going to North Texas State and then going to the
Find a way
AFL.
Yeah, AFL, nice.
Yeah. Lived a good life of being a great football player and a promising, like just awesome member of the community. So I thought it'd be cool to pay honor to the great Abner Haynes.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
Kansas City's got a bunch of them.
They do.
They do.
It's a storied franchise.
Willie
Bobby
Lanier.
Bell. Who's Bobby Bell? That's a great name.
Bobby Bell, defensive end, I believe, linebacker maybe. No, Willie Lanier was definitely the linebacker.
Willie Lanier.
Yep. He was a big time. He was always Walter Payton Man of the Year. He got a lot of honors for being like awesome in the community, which it wasn't Walter Payton Man of the Year back then.
Yeah, but it's the equivalent now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
they really don't have an equivalent now, but yeah,
met Willie, know Bobby, everybody. Like the Chiefs ambassadors were the best. Even when Len was alive, R.I.P. Len Dawson.
Yep.
When he was in the building, he was actually one of the first guys I met.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just I mean the list goes on of ambassadors in Chiefs Kingdom that kind of stick around and pass that legacy, man.
The best thing I ate at the tailgate probably was the cheddar brat because I wasn't ready for the cheddar. And the moment I bit into it, there was cheddar in it, and it was just a magical moment.
You know I'm out on that shit.
Cheddar? You're out on a cheddar brat?
Yeah.
What on earth are you out on a cheddar brat for?
Anything in like a casing like that, I'm out. I just don't.
Oh, that's right. You don't like cylindrical meats. We've been over this. They make sausage without like the casing around it.
No, they don't.
I guarantee they do.
No. Oh, you're talking about like tacos, taco meat. That's not sausage.
All right.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed your jambalaya in Kansas City.
Also had some pastelai. You ever had that?
No, I'm not. I'm also not a Creole, like New Orleans style food.
Oh, you are missing out.
I hear this all the time, and every time I try it, I'm just like,
still not feeling it.
No, every time.
Well,
I think it's just a mental block.
Yeah, or you just don't like it. Is it the spice? Like, what do you not like about it?
Jambalaya, there's something about just like water and rice. I don't think.
It's like a soupy rice?
Soupy rice. And then it's like.
Do you like
it's like
curry?
Pooey. It's like pooey.
Pooey?
Yeah.
You talking about in color?
Yeah.
You're still judging foods by their color?
No, I can't. It's not even judging it. It's just like, it's like a mental block. Like, that's
poop.
Yeah.
Do you like curry?
Dude, I'm starting to open up to.
I know.
To the
my girl
Indian
Tay's
cuisine.
getting you opened up.
She is.
She's introducing new foods to you, and this has been one of the greatest things that I've been happy about.
And the Israeli spot in Philadelphia, Zahav.
Yep. Shout out to Michael Solomonov.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
I like that spot a lot.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm still picky when it comes to like what I'll eat on it, or eat on the table. But at the same time, it's like
So are you in or out on curry?
I'm down to dance. I'll dance.
Are you in or out on curry?
I'm in on like a light curry. The more it's like it gets thicker and it looks like a baby food or like baby shit, then I'm out.
So you just have a mental block with foods that look like poop.
Food that looks like it just came out of a butthole? Yes. I do have a mental block for that, yeah.
Big Skyline chili fan.
Yo, I'm so in. Just throw cheese on it, I'll be all right.
Won't even notice.
Won't even know. Come out the same way it went in. Sorry, guys.
Well, I don't know what else to add there.
What's better, tailgating at the Link or tailgating at Arrowhead? Don't be biased.
I did do a little bit of tailgating at the Link, but it wasn't. The tailgate I went to at the Link had an alligator, which I don't think is regional to the Philadelphia area. So I'm not sure why there was an alligator. I mean, they were both great. I think, honestly, I don't think I got because of this short time period and we were moving because I had to get on Monday Night Countdown. I think I'd probably want to get back to Kansas City to do like a fuller tailgate. And the only one I've been to with the Eagles and tailgated was when I was doing Monday Night Countdown as well.
Yeah.
So like I've just been, because I have to work later, I haven't been able to drink and fully experience the tailgates the way I probably normally would.
Yeah.
They've been great. And the people there are top notch at both establishments. I almost blew out my man Dumpy's ACL. Shout out to Dumpy. He's all right.
That's a big dude, man.
3-point stance, chest bump.
You forced him into doing that too. He didn't want to.
He asked me before we went up there to do it.
Yeah. Then he was like, "Nah, man, this isn't a good idea." You're like, "We're doing it."
Well, once you get on the ride, you can't get off.
Such a banger.
Yeah.
All right. Little Monday night countdown.
Hey.
Well, you didn't sign any babies, but you did sign a leg during a commercial break.
I did.
How about it, man?
Prosthetic leg.
That was pretty cool. Was that the guy wearing the 62 jersey?
No, this is a woman.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yep.
A fan in the crowd sent their prosthetic leg down to have you guys sign it.
And I know it was a woman because as I was signing, I looked up and she had her leg up in the air. And there was nothing.
Yeah. That's
mid-shin and down.
It's usually a good tell that.
And I was like, oh, that's her leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
It's a dead giveaway. Not my first leg I've signed.
Ooh, who's...
I think I signed a vet's leg. That was an Eagles fan at some event that I've been to. But this is the first Monday Night Football countdown leg that has been signed.
Very cool.
Me, Ryan, Swagoo, and Scott Van Pelt all signed it. So I hope you're happy with those signatures.
Yeah.
I mean, she threw her leg up, so it's you get what you get at that point.
Yeah, 100%.
I guess what's nice about the prosthetic, I suppose like some people get tattoos now.
You can just...
Yeah, you just get another prosthetic.
I don't think it's just...
They're probably pretty expensive.
And that does it for Out of the House. Brought to you by Coke Zero Sugar.
Hey, some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first.
Just like you know to check if you packed your headphones before you get on the bus or plane to go to an away game.
Or like, to check if you put gas in the car before you head out on a family road trip with 3 kids and 2 hours. I've done that before.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary. Terms apply. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
All right, now it's time to talk about our partner, American Express. As the 92%ers know very well, Jason and I do a lot of traveling in season for games and in the off season for fun.
Yeah.
At events like golf tournaments, horse racing, and tennis matches.
We do. That's
We
right,
do
Trav.
A lot of traveling.
We've been getting out of the house more than ever. And now that I'm visiting a new city every week this season, I've learned firsthand that traveling is better with American Express.
Whether you're traveling for work or for a much-needed vacation, you can get complimentary breakfast for 2 and guaranteed 4 p.m. checkout at fine hotels and resorts when you book through Amex Travel using your Platinum card.
Plus, you can get access to the Centurion Lounge. Doesn't that just sound good?
It does sound good.
Airports all around the world.
Yeah.
And with Resi Global Dining Access, you can get access to the hottest restaurants while you're there. I might just have to book an international trip so I can try these lounges. Where should I go? Buenos Aires, Sao Paulo, Sydney, Melbourne, Hong Kong, Mumbai, Delhi, Mexico City, London style. I would go to any of those places.
Sounds like you got to figure it out. I can tell you one thing for certain. Whether you're taking a trip or going out to eat, your experience is better when you're with Amex. And that's the powerful backing of American Express.
For terms and to learn more, visit americanexpress.com/withAmex. All right, we want to do the donut bit? Cool. So before we get to football, we're going to review some donuts. Lamar's Donuts.
Oh, yeah.
This is specific to Kansas City?
Oh, yeah. Since 1933.
Oh, yeah. Right on the box.
Yeah, it does. Right there.
And we've
celebrating 90 years. How about that? Donuts have been around for 90 years.
Well, these donuts have probably been around longer than 90 years.
It's a good point. Lamar back in 1933, figured it out. Yellow box, man. I see these things. This is like seeing gold. It's like finding Pokemon when you see a fucking yellow box or something like a random desk in the football facility. Yeah. It's just like, oh shit. I wonder if they got the blueberry glaze in there.
Well, you know that I'm a very critical of donuts. I don't like cake donuts. It's a waste of time. Don't know why anybody likes them. It's not a donut. It's a cake. It's a circular cake. A donut needs to be fluffy and airy. And you always start with glaze. Go with the simplest thing. Don't get all these concoctions where they try and sell you on these gimmicky donuts.
Didn't you have a gimmicky donut named after you?
I did, and we raised some money, so it was for a good cause. Some people like them. Listen, if that's what you like, that's what you like. But you always start with the simple donut.
Yeah.
Give it a little pull test. It's a good pull. It's a good pull part.
Yeah, it is.
It's got good gluten structure.
Yeah, and it's also this is in the afternoon, and these were made in the morning. So
It's a good observation. It's a good donut.
Yeah, it is.
Really good donut.
It's a fantastic donut. You could see how like Jason's fingerprints are like they're in it.
It's got it's got good squish and rebound though.
Yeah.
It's got good squish and rebound.
Mm-hmm.
The glaze is a little like crystally, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I like a nice little like.
I mean, it's
chunk.
not bad.
I like a nice little sugary chunk here and there.
It's not bad. It's very good.
Yep.
It almost tastes like it's like almost a little bit underbaked.
Dude, I'm telling you.
And I think that that's good though. Like I like it, but it could have.
Oh yeah.
I could have maybe spent like a second more in the fryer. All right.
Ooh, I grabbed the best one in the box.
How's Portnoy do this? Would you give it like something out of 10 or something like that?
I mean, it's 10 out of 10 right here.
You can't give it a 10.
Well, yeah, I can.
What do you do with the rest of the donuts? What if we get a donut that's better than that one then?
It's what?
What if you get a donut better than this and you've already rated this a 10? What do you rate that one?
That's a good point.
That's why you don't ever go straight to 10.
I got to re-rate this one then.
You can't re-rate.
Yes, you can.
You can't re-rate.
Yeah, this is.
That's why you don't go 10. You got to go below 10. You always got to give options to go higher.
No.
It's a good donut.
It's a fucking 10 out of 10.
It's not a 10.
It's
it's slightly underbaked. It's got great structure. Sugary glaze, could be a little bit more smooth. I'm going to go 7-8.
What?
I'll go 8-2.
8-2?
Good donut. Good donut.
Nice.
Really good donut.
Nice.
Very happy with this donut.
Yeah, you're serious about your reviews. I think this is a phenomenal donut. I'm enjoying the hell out of it. And when I feel this, I give it a 10.
So you're going to get a lot of 10 donuts.
Dude.
What's up with, but they also have cake.
I eat 10 donuts.
So they also have
every
cake.
Friday before practice.
You eat 10?
Well, rated 10. I only eat like 4. But that's just to carb up right before Friday practice.
They also have cake. I just don't know how anybody could prefer this to this.
They need the. Yeah, I hear you. They need the blueberry glaze. This is
the lazy man's donut.
It goes good with coffee. It goes good with coffee.
Listen, I'm not saying it's bad. Like it's sugar and dough. It's going to be good.
Fucking love these things. I'm just wearing all this sugar too, and I'm just going to piece by piece just eat it.
All right. Well, there you have it. 8.2, 10, meaningless.
If you're in Kansas City, make sure you check out Lamar's. You got a bunch of locations all over the place. Bold topics to wrap up Week 5 in the NFL.
Yeah, baby.
Starting with my game.
That's right.
How about that?
Chiefs 26, Saints 13. I don't even know if that score adequately reflects how much you guys pretty much dominated the whole game. If you guys could get in the end zone fucking more, it would be even higher.
Don't tell me about it.
Let's start with the offense. You guys dominated the time of possession the entire first half. Really got it going. Kareem Hunt, again, another solid outing. I mean, coming out of nowhere. Wasn't on anybody's team. And sure enough, him and Juju Smith-Schuster, you think that they're kind of done in the NFL. They come to the Chiefs and look like two of the best players in the NFL.
I don't get how these guys were just...
Well, Juju Smith-Schuster was in New England. He didn't have any quarterbacks throwing him the ball.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Kareem had Nick Chubb over there in Cleveland.
One of my favorite quarterback sneakers.
They were there. I mean, Nick Chubb, you want to give that guy the ball.
You do.
And we want to give Kareem the ball. And he's absolutely killing it right now.
He's doing great. You guys have needed it in Pop's absence. Him and Carson Steele have stepped up.
Done day.
Kareem Hunt ended with 102 yards, a touchdown. For some stat nerds out there, which I know everybody loves that now.
Just a Northeast Ohio ball player, baby. I mean, the guy.
This is his first touchdown as a Chief in 2,149 days.
It was a Kareem Hunt style touchdown. Just break a few tackles, run through a few arm tackles, and.
Did he break some tackles?
I'm pretty sure Kareem breaks at least one tackle every time he touches.
Every time.
Yeah,
that's a good running back attribute,
dude.
He's also the first Chief to carry the ball 27 times since. That's right. Kareem Hunt also did that on December 24th, 2017.
Yeah, it was a good idea back in 2017. Now it's still a good idea to hand him,
especially if it's working.
Oh yeah.
Juju Smith-Schuster also had some stats out there. Led all receivers for the Kansas City Chiefs to 7 receptions for 130 yards. Everybody was wondering what that Kansas City offense was going to look like without Rashee Rice, how they were going to place him. And Juju goes out there with a big game for 130. Almost had a touchdown, but we'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
Some stats for those nerds. Juju's 130 receiving yards are his most in a game since the 2020-2021 season wild card round with the Steelers. Juju is also the first Chiefs wide receiver not named Rashee Rice with 100-plus yards receiving in a single regular season game since – that's right. Juju again had 124 yards against the 49ers on October 23rd, 2022.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why was it so easy to simply just put Juju in the game and then all of a sudden him to ball out?
Well, both these guys are familiar with the offense. They're familiar with the scheme.
Yeah.
I think they're familiar with the nucleus of the coaching staff and the players that we got here. So they just, honestly, it just felt like we got our guys back in the building. It wasn't, there was no like, all right, let's ease them into it. It was like, no, they're ready to rock and roll right now.
They know all the terminology, know all the plays.
Yeah. And I mean, Juju's won a Super Bowl with us. Kareem's had unbelievable success in this offense before. So I think when it comes down to what Coach Reed is going to call, everybody is very familiar on how to have success with it.
Yeah.
And
Andy knows how to utilize those guys to their strengths.
100%. And Pat knows how to get these guys the ball.
Yep.
And he's trusting it.
Yeah.
Which is awesome to see.
Well, the other person he's trusting is primetime Big Yeti. That's right. As we all know, Travis came up big because he had someone special in the stadium, someone that means a lot to him. And he really tries to always perform well when they're there. And that is me.
Have I ever had a not in Kansas City? I didn't have a great game.
You've
when we
always
played
had good
guys.
games when I show up.
Well, I guess last year I didn't.
Which one?
Great game.
Which game? The playoff games? You dominated in the playoffs. Those were the only games I went to last year.
Oh, I thought I was like talking like the games that I played against you guys.
Oh, that's true. The game that we played last year wasn't like outstanding.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl game, you had a couple big catches.
Yeah.
You didn't go for 100, but you still went. It was a good day.
It was like 90 or something, 89.
Yeah.
Or something like
Yeah. You still had a good day.
I do love a good Monday night showdown.
Come on now.
God damn.
Come on now.
I mean, I was fired up for that.
It's also the knees feel a little bit better. You got a little bit extended rest too. Hey.
All right now. It's crazy what that extra day does.
It's just 24 hours later.
It's crazy.
How big of a difference it makes for the body is remarkable, which he will pay the price this week. Oh, wait, no, bye week. I forgot.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So you're not on a short week.
I mean, I'd rather have a shorter week and have my bye later in the season, but
it's fair. Yeah. It's early bye sucks.
Yeah. Dude, the Chiefs have the ability to turn the lights off and on now in the stadium.
Talking about they didn't have an off switch for their lights?
No, I don't think so. I think they were always on.
There's no way that's possible.
Either that or like, remember like in the gym in high school or like
older lights when you would turn them off, it would take them a while to go off, or you turn them on, you'd have to wait for
they're
not
like
fluorescent.
In the gym.
What is it? Yeah.
I don't know the name of them, but now we have the ability because
they replaced
when we came out of the
LED.
tunnel, the lights were off.
Yeah.
And I was like, we hadn't
How about
had that
that?
before.
Top flight organization, Chiefs getting new lights.
How about it, baby? Who said we had the worst facilities?
Billions of dollars at stake here, and we can finally turn our lights off and on. Add a button.
Yeah.
Let's get right to the play everybody's talking about, Travis, and that's the lateral. You guys got about, I don't know, how much time was left in the half? Maybe 30 seconds, something like that?
No way. It was not 30 seconds. It was like 2 minutes, like just under the 2 minutes.
No chance there was 2 minutes left. You guys are way under
just under the 2 minutes. We got the ball back and almost scored again.
Oh, this was the first possession.
Yeah. Am I right on that?
3.5 minutes left.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. I thought that this was the second 2 minute deal. All right. Either way.
3rd and 22, 3.5 minutes left.
All right, there you go. Thank you. 3rd and 22. Most teams are like, hey, let's just get the ball in the middle of the field, push it forward, make it a little bit easier for old butt kicker. And you guys decided to not do that.
Well, I actually went into the huddle like, "Hey boys, let's just make sure we get in the field goal range here." I remember saying that in the huddle.
Yeah.
And then Pat literally said, "Yeah, listen, you are that, like, you're the underneath guy. Like, if you're open quick,
I'm probably going to go to you.
Yeah.
Just kind of get north, get as much as you can. We're kicking the field goal."
Yep.
Well, that's not what you did. Here's a clip for those of you that didn't see what he did. He did probably the riskiest thing that any coach. It's actually like anybody else that does this.
Stick to the plan, Leroy. Stick to the plan.
Stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. Oh my God, he's lateraling again. Oh my gosh. Hey, how about that? We almost got a first down. Yeah, what was going on here? So I knew before you even pitched this.
You didn't.
When you caught it, and the first thing you did was not tuck it, but you held it like this.
Well, I didn't know.
I was like, this dude is, and you looked. And I'm like, this dude is about to pitch the ball. Then you tucked it. And I was like, okay, thank God he's not pitching it. And I was like, oh no, he actually is still going to do it. So what goes on in your head?
It all happens so fast. I kind of black out, which I'm sure Coach Reed is going to love hearing.
I'm sure Coach Reed doesn't care because there's never been one of these that hasn't worked out. One? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we don't want to jinx this. So when you catch this ball, do you just know that P. Ryan's going to be in the flat down there?
I had no idea that he had a chip anything on the backside. I was.
What are you looking? You just know.
I was reversing field. I felt guys over pursue.
Everyone pursuing to you.
And I was like, I could get more yards going this way.
Yeah. And then
I realized I couldn't get more yards going
But what is
that
causing
way.
you to look and see if there's somebody behind you?
There's a guy in red over here. I just feel him.
You just feel that.
Yeah, it's like fast break basketball. You're here and you just feel
That's
your
what it
guy
looks
running
like.
the lane.
You look like Larry Bird out there.
Larry Bird?
Larry Legend.
I'll take that.
Just a better looking version. I mean, Larry was an ugly guy.
Yeah, but honest. Larry's a smooth operator.
He was very smooth.
Hell yeah, he was.
Well, you got the 4th and 1. It was incredible. I
mean, you can't just throw it on me. It's Samaje, unbelievable job by P. Ryan to actually like be ready because he was kind of like shuffling.
Did you see his quote after the game?
No, I didn't. What did he say?
It's not in here, but he was like, yeah, because P. Ryan's only been here for how long?
3 weeks?
Exactly.
4 weeks? No, I guess the beginning of the season.
It was like right around the start of the season.
Yeah, it's been here for 5 weeks.
I don't think he was he there for week 1?
I think so.
Okay. So he's been here, but he was a late addition.
Yeah, he was definitely here since the beginning of the season.
Right,
for sure.
So either way, he was like, yeah, I saw him do it a couple times in practice, and I just figured, hey, I guess I'll just stay in phase here.
It's a ball player right there. That's a ball player right there. I love it, man.
They were like, have you ever been a part of something like that? And he's like, nah. What was it like? He's like, hey, it's like I'm playing backyard football. It's fun.
Let's go, baby.
Some other reactions. Coach Reed was asked about it, and this was actually going into half. Coach Reed was asked about that play, and he said, we do it every day in practice. I can't tell you the name of it. So Andy clearly acted like this was something that was called.
I mean,
and
he's not lying.
Scott told me this because I did the halftime segment too.
Yeah.
And they said this clip, and I was like, there ain't no chance that was called.
Yeah. The old reverse field lateral.
From our foot. No, yeah. And especially in that situation, no, that was not called.
Coach isn't lying, though. We do it a lot.
Samaje said it too. Yeah. He was ready for it for a reason. Practice. So and I think they should just start letting you do it. I think Andy kind of does.
Listen,
what did Andy say to you?
it.
What did Andy say to you?
I haven't talked to Coach about it.
See, that's how he's letting you do it.
Well,
if anybody else did it, he would be crushing them.
What? Why would he be crushing them if it got us to 4th and 1 and a chance to convert?
Because most people are, if they try and do that a lot, it's going to lead to fumbles and turnovers. But he knows
do it a lot.
For some reason you have this weird Spider-Man sense for lateraling the football that doesn't make any sense.
I'll tell you what.
Other than the fact that you played basketball.
My guy, Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, could have absolutely smoked me on that play.
He ran right past you, full speed.
You'll see me. I brace myself like, oh God.
Yeah.
After
you were exposed. You bowled it.
Nah, man, it was a fun play, and it got us to 4th and 1 and got us a chance to convert, man.
Another quote from one of your teammates, Pat, was asked about the play. I told him I was throwing it to him so we could kick a field goal. Yes, makes sense. And he laterals it all the way across the field. It's like I'm talking to Sterling.
His daughter. Nice.
In one ear, out the other.
Yeah, I got you.
No, yeah, for sure.
I'm pretty sure I replied with, I got you.
Yeah, no, what else would we be doing here?
Yeah. No, I'm with you. Field goal.
4th and 1. Hey, we're going for touchdown. Because you guys ended up getting the 4th and 1.
We got the 4th and 1, but we ended up kicking the field goal
anyways. But hey, kept the drive alive.
Yeah.
Nick Sirianni actually called me this morning asking if it was a design play.
Dude, if you watch it from like the like full 22,
it looks.
There's no way
you don't think it does? Oh, because of the chip.
It's the chip, and on top of that, it's just like the lateral across field.
Yeah.
Like that's. I'm not banking on that as a coach that everything's going to go right.
Yeah.
To where somebody could run across field and then throw it.
That's fair. I think he knew the answer when he was asking it to me.
Yeah.
He just wanted to hear me
But
say
we do practice it.
Then we got you in the Wildcat. Second half, Pat motions out. The Big Yeti goes to the Q position, and you guys do a little zone read type option. It wasn't a zone, but you guys do a little read the end.
Well,
it was like the
power lead.
Yeah, exactly. With Xavier Worthy going on like a little, he's going flat. At the end, collapses on the run.
Jason, you know this play far too well, man. This is the first play I've ever had in college football. Just a nice little
Travis scored a touchdown at the Wildcat
Jason
quarterback.
up the lane, man. Right up the hash, baby.
But you did not hand it off, or you did not keep it. You handed it off to Xavier, who went around the end for
you
a
got to read the
touchdown.
end. You got to read the end. You can't be selfish.
I could tell you wanted to keep that bitch.
I almost.
Because you dragged that read out as long as possible. You're like, please take it. Please take that. They're like, I have to.
You got to see if you can't. Some of these DNs are getting savvy on these reads. So you got to keep them honest.
And then they'll jump back out. You're right.
You got to keep them honest.
They're seeing it a lot more nowadays, especially with the way offenses are incorporating these types of plays more and more.
But at the end of the day, if it's cloudy, give it to the fastest guy on the team.
That's probably a safe bet.
It's like, all right, he can just outrun everybody.
Just go run in there.
I'll tell you what, man. He's
fine. You can score the touchdown.
Xavier's been killing it, man.
He has been.
I absolutely love watching him play, man. I love playing with him on the field, and he has this crazy like ability when he has the ball to just get like he's like this. He's already skinny, but he just slithers through shit.
Slithery is a good trait for a ball carrier.
It is, and I'm not gonna lie. He slithered his way in on that one. We needed it big.
Well, he also slithered his way over to his mama. After the touchdown, Xavier Worthy found his mom in the stands and gave her the ball. Which, hey, how can you not love a guy that's giving the ball to mama?
Yeah, you already know.
What's Mama Worthy?
I was trying to catch him the whole time. I was like, "Come here, come here!" I handed it to you.
Yeah.
High fives.
You're going to your mama.
Oh, nice. Yeah, cool. Love it.
Yep.
Got to show mom some love. Well, she'll put that one on the mantle, I'm sure.
Then we got to talk about the other thing, and that's the thing that has been dominant for the Chiefs for, 2 years now, and that's this defense. Spagnuolo has been running the best defense in the NFL for close to 2 years now.
Spags, man, I love that guy.
What else is there to say about the defense that hasn't already been said? Listen, when you went, New Orleans struggled big time against the Eagles and Jalen Carter, and then they're out 3 interior guys or 2 interior guys. I'm like, dude, Chris Jones is about to have a day, and he did not disappoint. He was all over.
It's Chris Jones. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you could have your interior guys in there.
It's a good point. It doesn't matter. But even with those guys out, it's like even more like, gosh, how are they going to do this? And they did it.
You gotta have a plan. And
well, they had a plan, and then they got Chris Jones.
I get it.
Mr. Jones. What's that?
Mr. Jones.
Me. I can't do it right now.
He got a thing going on, man. It's Mr. Jones.
He got a thing going on. He's swimming the guards.
All right.
Bull rush in the center.
Man, he is, you want to talk about slithery. It's a big slithery guy right there.
Yeah, that's a guy that shouldn't be slithery, but he is.
But he is.
Yeah.
Like he does, like I feel like whenever I like get a chance to block him in practice, he just knows that he could just pick me up and move me.
Yeah.
So he just has fun trying to slither me.
Yeah. Well, he knows he can go to that.
Yeah.
So he works on the slitheriness so that he has both in his pocket. The defense got the momentum going right from the jump when
B. Cook.
B. Cook, my man Carr, Just threw it was like a jackpot throw. Jackpot! What was he doing?
Dude.
What was that throw?
Dude,
and I love Derek Carr. Derek Carr.
Yeah, who doesn't? I fucking love
when
him.
he's on, he's like the best quarterback. I don't know what that was.
I've seen Derek Carr throw some teddies.
Of course.
He threw me one in the Pro Bowl, actually.
He threw one in this game.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He had to do a bomb.
It was fucking. He rebounded nice from the interception.
It was one of my like backyard football moments in the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
He's in there. We get into the red zone. We had ran the Tampa, the corner concept so many freaking times that I went up to him. I was like, hey, if they play in that cover 3, I'm just about to run that corner post. And he looked at me. He was like, it like registered in his head. He's like, all right. Really? Sure enough, right? I'm talking about on time, 3 and a hitch.
So right the same throw he made in that game. It's the same throw he made because they ran a corner post. That's what they scored on.
Yes, but mine wasn't like 80 yards downfield. It was just like a little like 15-yard touchdown.
Yeah. Right,
but
enough.
Essentially, he was ready for it.
Yeah, there you go.
I just like it when like QBs are just ball players. You know what I mean? Like guys, they're
not regimented into like the lines on the paper.
Man,
and like
this
read, then this read, then this read, and then I do this.
You got to go out here and make shit shake.
Yeah, yeah. Well, here are some stats for the Chiefs defense that has been unbelievable through the first half of the season. Through the first quarter of the season. The opposing team's feature running backs are a combined 66 carries for 169 yards. That is a whopping 2.6 yards per carry. Zilch. Derrick Henry, who has been looked unstoppable these last few weeks for Baltimore. I guess really just that last play this past week, but 13 carries for 46 yards against the Chiefs. Zach Moss, 12 carries for 34 yards. Bijan Robinson, heard of that guy? He ran all over the Eagles. 16 carries for 31 yards. J.K. Dobbins, 14 carries. These are awful stat lines. Alvin Kamara, one of the best running backs over the last,
you just named 4 of the top running backs in the NFL right there.
And not just like this year, like that have been up there.
Yeah.
Like Alvin Kamara, 11 carries, 26 yards. Again, I went into the game not expecting much. Spags
was got half of those yards on a.
That's right. That reversed
a play that was
a broken
down.
play that he made happen. Yeah.
Which that's what he does. And obviously we can throw Spags names out there, but the defense just plays so great together.
Yeah.
And when it comes to the run game, Mike Dana, George Karlaftis, guys are just like playing their part, and then you got the backers just flying the fuck
Bolden's
around.
all over the place.
Bolden,
he sniffs screens out. He's
Drew Tranquil's out there flying the fuck around.
Yeah.
Like,
is Leo Chanel a DN now?
He's everything. He's our like jack of all trade. He could just do everything.
Yeah.
He's fucking John Cena. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I just want to see him come to the game in jorts and a fucking big T and a hat sideways like this.
Well, you guys saw a few familiar faces come to the game this week. 4 former Chiefs, including Tyrann Mathieu, Willie Gay, and Colin Saunders.
My brother from another.
And he caught a nice little juju, kind of missed one of them, went off his hands right into the big man's hands. And take a look at this highlight. He was moving.
Thick
Buddy
picks.
was thick pick. That's a
thick pick.
He was moving. According to Next Gen Stats, 15.8 miles per hour on this 36-yard interception return. Mm-hmm. That doesn't even do it justice. You got to watch it. His little legs were a churning.
Bro, them legs aren't little. His stride is little.
No, them legs are short. Dude. He's got short little stumpy legs, and they were trucking.
Former running back in college.
He looked like it.
Yeah.
It was an impressive, athletic run.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a D-tackle deal.
Dude, I've seen that guy do backflips.
I've seen the social clips too. He's a good athlete. And it was an impressive pick.
Yeah.
All I could hear was the Super Mario Star theme song.
That's so good.
The third fastest speed by a ball carrier who weighs over 320 pounds. I suppose that's a compliment.
That's hilarious.
Since 2016, which I think is like when they started recording this type of data.
Third fastest fat guy.
Well, third fastest, big, extra fat guy.
Yeah, because
he's not the fattest, but there ain't many guys over 320.
I felt like I ran into a fucking brick wall on the play before this.
He obliterated you.
It was like I caught the ball, and the play that was designed, it's such a bang bang play. I catch it and I'm already having to lean forward. So it's like either the hole's there or it's not.
Yeah.
and he was just standing right in, and I'm just like,
well, we're going right
here
to
we
this.
go.
Yeah. And he is a ball of muscle. Let me tell you, if you're 320 pounds doing flips, there ain't a lot of loosey-goosiness to that 320. Not. That is a boulder.
Yeah.
With short, stumpy legs on it. And he is also the brother. Oh, there he is. Look at him with the gas mask on.
Oh, yeah. The Bane mask. Yeah. Getting some fresh oxygen. Yeah. I'd have been tired after that.
Just O2.
For sure.
LeBron started the game with 8 catches in the first half of tonight's game. Travis tied his record for second most catches in the first half of a regular season game in his career. What the fuck am I reading? He has had 8+ first half receptions versus the Los Angeles Chargers on October 22nd, 2023, and 9. And then he last had exactly 8 first half receptions at Houston. So he had a really good first half. That's what that stat means. Week 6, the next time the Chiefs are going to play, is going to be week 6. They're on a bye this week, or week 7. They're on a bye this week. Next week, or the next time they're going to play is going to be against San Francisco. This is what pisses me off. San Francisco. Do you know that they don't like being called San Franciscans?
No.
Like, what is they like? They get mad if you like abbreviate. I don't know, because they're too good to be called for San Fran. You don't get to choose your nickname. Everybody knows that. Growing up, your nickname is what your nickname is. People choose your nickname. Yeah. You don't get to choose your own nickname. Yeah. Don't tell me what to call you, San Fran. Now I want to call you San Fran more. I don't even want to call you San. I'm going to shorten it more. You guys are now Franny. You guys play Franny on week 7 next week.
I won't be a part of this.
You don't want to give them any more gas?
No,
well, hey, they don't need any more juice. They're going to be fired up to get back in the win column. They're not happy with how things have gone, I'm sure.
Man. It was tough watching them this week.
Yeah. You got any bye week plans?
Of course I do.
You going to tell anybody?
No, but if any of it comes out, I'm sure we'll talk about it on the show.
Sounds good. All righty, it's time to talk about a new sponsor, and that's Coke Zero Sugar. Coke Zero Sugar and EA Sports College Football have an exciting new partnership. When you scan Coke Zero Sugar products, you can instantly unlock the most coveted in-game currency, college ultimate team packs that can be used in-game. How about that? Just go ahead and scan your Coke Zero Sugar and it will instantly unlock instant win college ultimate team packs that can be used in EA Sports trademark college football 25. New rewards will drop every few weeks on Coke.com from now through November, so make sure you scan your Coke Zero Sugar for a chance to win. Also, Coke Zero Sugar's Fan Work is Thirsty Work National Football Tour is visiting college football and NFL stadiums around the country during the biggest games all season long. They'll have samples, live events, even a friendly EA College Football 2025 tournament on game day. How about that? Be sure to check out this week's Coke Zero Sugar Tailgate Tour stops at USC when they take on Penn State, and in Las Vegas when the Steelers come to town to play the Raiders. Tackle game day with great taste. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try it and decide. We all love our dogs. They complete me and us. We all want peace of mind that we're doing the best we can to keep them healthy and happy. That's why we use the Farmer's Dog.
The Farmer's Dog makes and delivers fresh, healthy dog food right to your front door. It's developed by vets, nutritionally balanced, and made from real meat and veggies to safety standards of human food.
Traditional dry and wet dog food options are highly processed and can use much lower quality ingredients than they claim to, and are extremely difficult to portion accurately.
The Farmer's Dog isn't just fresh, healthier food. They also send the food pre-portioned specifically for your dog based on their unique nutritional needs. This makes it easy to help your dog maintain the ideal weight.
Dogs at a healthy weight can live up to 2.5 years longer than overweight dogs.
It doesn't matter if your dog is young or old. It's always the right time to begin investing in their health.
Get 50% off your first box of fresh, healthy dog food at thefarmersdog.com/newheights. Plus, you get free shipping. Just go to thefarmersdog.com/newheights to get 50% off. That's thefarmersdog.com/newheights.
As much as we all wish we could be immune to everything in life, it's not possible. That's right. But you can help support your immune system while staying hydrated.
Nice. Liquid IV's new hydration multiplier plus immune support mango passion fruit has 5 times the daily value of vitamin C and 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drink in every serving. Plus, it tastes like mango passion fruit, which is delicious.
Gotta love the tangerine and the berry, too. That wild berry at that. Liquid IV Hydration Multiplier Immune Support is scientifically formulated to support a healthy immune system. And it's always non-GMO, vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, and soy-free.
How about that? Liquid IV provides all-in-one hydration and immune support for everyday wellness, vitality, and rehydration. Tear, pour, live more. 1 stick plus 16 ounces of water hydrates better than water alone.
Support everyday wellness with Liquid IV. Get 20% off your first order of Liquid IV when you go to liquidiv.com and use the code, you guessed it, New Heights at checkout. That's 20% off your first order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code New Heights at liquidiv.com. Let's move along to some Week 5 storylines. Talk about some of the biggest storylines coming out of Week 5 in the NFL. Me and Jason actually watched Sunday football together.
We did.
We did. I fell asleep on some of those afternoon games.
Did. The 4 o'clock games, you took a nice little nap, which you're getting ready to play Monday. So
yeah, and you dozed off there a little bit towards
I did. I took a little 15-minute power nap.
But that's what Sundays are for. Yeah, Sunday was officially the longest day of NFL football ever. How about that? The London game kicked off at 9:32 a.m. Eastern on Sunday, and Sunday Night Football ended at 1 a.m. Eastern because of the rain delay.
Yeah, it's a long day.
That's a pretty crazy day. I will say this, though, man. It's just nothing better than just getting the crew together and watching some football, man.
I agree. I mean, it's a reason why it's the most popular sport in America.
It's just, and YouTube TV just makes it so fun because you can watch 4 games at once.
Yeah.
It's just, you always have something to talk about and something to see.
Sunday Ticket and being able to watch all the games drastically improves Sunday. There's nothing worse than being stuck with the 2 games that are on that are just abysmal games.
Yeah.
Because now you're just watching like ESPN to see what's happening in the good games.
Yeah.
So being able to go to all the games, it's a big bonus.
I'm with you, man. Watching that, what was it? We were watching the Baltimore game. Baltimore-Cincinnati. That was a freaking. It
was awesome.
That was a banger.
Slower first half, but the second half was fucking
like
bombs over Baghdad.
Dude, that Lamar. We're going to probably get to it, huh?
I don't know. I don't know what he put in this rundown.
No, we're not. Dude, that Lamar touchdown where he broke like 3 stiff arm DNs.
Stiff arm Hubbard, and he's running, still rolling. They still on him twice. He like, bow. Hubbard came back forward, like, bow again. And he keeps going. And I'm like, dude, there's no way he's about to throw this in the end zone. Yes, he is going to throw it in the end zone. And it was a dime right to Isaiah Likely. I don't know how Isaiah Likely was that open. I mean, you can legitimately hold people.
I'm not going to lie. I don't understand what we were doing as the
you can
DBs.
hold them. You can like tackle the guys.
Yeah, and there were 2 guys over there.
Yeah, they were just looking at Lamar, which I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
I probably would have been mesmerized by what Lamar was doing too.
Nice.
Now that I think about it. My man Burrow was throwing lights out too.
Dude, him and Chase.
It was an old-fashioned gung. Listen, they were talking about defense. The whole first 3 to 4 weeks has been how the defenses are taking over the league. Points are down all over the place. Grown men are crying about 2 high safety defenses and how we need to outlaw them. Mel Kiper.
Dude,
it's embarrassing.
He did go on a rant.
Yeah. Stick the draft analysis, Mel. And then Lamar and Joe Burrow go out there.
When baseball complains about no, we need to wind the baseballs up a little bit. We need more offense.
We do need to back the mound up.
What?
I'm a big fan of backing the mound.
Get the fuck, you're our Mel Kiper right now.
That's fine. I don't care. I'm not a baseball player, so I can be Mel Kiper in baseball. I get to be that now.
You're ridiculous.
That mound distance was set when people were throwing like 80 miles an hour.
What?
When that distance, the last time they moved that mound back was a time in baseball when offensive production was struggling again. And they wanted more hits. They wanted more people on base. They wanted to make the game have more action. So they moved the mound back. They haven't moved it back in I don't know. I forget the date. So I'm not just going to pull a number out of my ass, but it's been a long time. The hitters have also gotten better.
Yeah.
I just think that they should move it back just a little bit. They're outlawing the shift. They outlawed the shift. I think that's ridiculous. You should be able to line up wherever you want.
The shift?
You should be able to shift. Don't tell me I can't hit it over there. I think that was stupid. I'd just move the mound back.
I guess that's probably closer to
the 2 high safeties thing. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah. So what would be equivalent to baseball to moving the mound?
To football?
Would be the kickoff.
It would be like if what they probably should do for kickers. Kickers are making like 60-yarders like it's routine. We need to narrow these field goals. It's too easy to kick field goals now.
We got to narrow.
We got to go to rugby. We got to go to rugby goalposts. Kickers should not be influencing football games as much as they are right now. Me and Connor Barwin said this like 10 years ago. We need to get specialists out of the NFL.
Specialist?
Just kickers.
So how is a team supposed to win it at the end?
The freaking punter ruined the game.
Everything's got to be a Hail Mary now?
I don't know.
It adds excitement to the game.
Just throw the ball through the uprights. Why do we have to have this guy come out here and kick it that doesn't belong on the football field?
That's way too easy.
Make it tighter. You just he's got to just have a big one post. And you just got to hit the post.
Hit the post.
That's 3 points. I don't want these guys going out there in soccer shoes and you can't touch them or make believe like this is a football play.
Harry's won me a lot of football games, man.
Well, yeah, I'm sure you're pro kickers. You got a great kicker. And Jake Elliott, shout out to Jake Elliott. He's a great kicker too.
Yeah.
I just disagree with everything about it.
Back to offenses not being dead. Rookies Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams, and Bo Nix each had 200+ in big wins.
Big days for the rookies.
How about it, man?
And we went to Andrew Santino's show.
Yeah.
And after the show,
Chi-Town.
After the show, Santino, being a Bears fan, asked me about Caleb Williams. I'm like, I don't know. He don't look that good. And then all of a sudden he goes out and plays like that. And I made sure to text Santino halfway through the game, like, hey, Caleb Williams looks pretty good today.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, him and Jaden Daniels both have the ability to extend the play.
For sure.
So I feel like with them, it's all about understanding the scheme and getting the ball out in time and things like that, and letting those extra, extended plays like come naturally. Yeah. I think Caleb in the beginning was trying to do a lot with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, he wasn't comfortable.
And sometimes you need to have a few of those games to get acclimated into the NFL, and now you realize what you can and cannot do.
He's getting acclimated. The coaches are getting used to what he's good at,
and he can. And I'm not going to say he was the team at USC, but he had to do a lot at USC.
Sure.
And to feel like that in the NFL is fucking unfair.
Well, he's got a lot of good weapons.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like sometimes Allen, it's just let your guys do some work for you, man.
Yeah. Well, he was finding DJ
and he was that's what he was doing. He was slinging that thing around, man.
Yeah, he looked more comfortable this week. The O-line the Panthers were not offering much.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to, get a little confidence booster.
Dude, I don't know. All I know is that some guys take a little bit more time to feel more comfortable. Obviously, he's been getting better.
Yeah.
And whether that's him getting more comfortable, the coaches getting more comfortable, the offensive line playing better, it could be a number of things. All I know is that it looked pretty good this past week. So hopefully they can build on it. Their defense is rolling. I did not know they were 3-2.
Yeah.
I thought the Bears were terrible. And then all of a sudden I looked at the record. I'm like, they're a winning football team?
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah. No, they're that's the NFL for you, bud.
This is me. High-level NFL analyst right here on primetime television. Didn't even know the fucking Bears record. I was like, I'm not paying attention. And then they suck. And then all of a sudden, it's like, oh, hey, I guess I got to watch the Bears now.
The best division of football.
That's my opinion, Santino.
In terms of record, I think they are the best division of football.
I think that's right. Them, Minnesota, Lions, and Green Bay, all of them are good.
Yeah.
Yeah, NFC North. I mean, is there anybody else that's even close? I thought the AFC East was going to be good this year. They suck again. Every time I think the AFC, I thought they were going to be great last year. And then it's like the Bills are even struggling now. All of a sudden, they beat the brakes off of Jacksonville. And now the last 2 weeks, they've kind of calmed down.
Jacksonville found a way to get a dub. Dougie P down there.
They did. They got their first win.
Sometimes you just got to get back on the tracks, baby.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. And Joe Flacco reached a top speed at 18.76 miles per hour.
Bro. He was moving. Yeah.
The big man still got the stride.
Yes, he does. He's got long legs.
Yeah.
He's got some new shoes. I saw him on Pat McAfee. He said he's got like coconut something or something. What the fuck they say about his shoes? Brandon, can you get this?
Looking.
This is weird. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, he also threw for 350 yards and 3 touchdowns.
That's probably better than the 18 mile per hour run.
Yeah. I think the more impressive one, though, is the 18 mile per hour run because I just don't know too many 39-year-olds that can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not just 39, but 39-year-olds that were not known for running previously. He's never been known for being a runner.
No.
Alec Pierce, former Bearcat, had a lot of those receiving yards.
How about it, huh? Bearcats just making plays all weekend.
Yeah.
All weekend. While the Bearcats were on a bye, coming back, baby.
Yeah, so it's good that NFL offenses aren't dead because that makes for exciting games. Definitely happy to see the production getting back up there. Speaking of getting up there, let's get to the Giants doing something that a lot of people have never seen before. This is all over social media. Giants, in their win over the Seahawks, 29-20, score a late-minute fumble, a block kick for a touchdown. The Giants jump through the A-gap.
Yeah.
19, who's 19? Do you know 19?
Isaiah Simmons.
Yeah.
He's athletic as hell.
Yeah, jumps through the A-gap. A lot of people didn't know you could jump. You can jump in the NFL. It is a legal thing to jump.
You're allowed to jump.
You just can't land on anybody or use yourself to propel upwards off of somebody, but you can indeed jump on an NFL field.
Noted.
Randy Moss made a career out of it. They also didn't know that you couldn't hold people down, which that is a little bit of a gray area.
100%. It's like there's one thing about yanking someone.
You can't
down.
like grab and pull the person forward. That's definitely against the rules. I've seen that call. That's holding. But if you are just assisting somebody who's already going in a way, in other words, in order for you to not get your ass kicked on field goal, you need to be as low as possible. So every line, what they do is they get as low as possible and then rise on contact. So what the Giants did here is they just put their hands on the O-lineman when they already went low themselves. So that's not holding. They just assisted them in going low.
Nice.
Assisted. And then Simmons jumps out through the A-gap. Great timing. One of the reasons you don't see this done as much is because it's near impossible for the jumper to time it that perfect.
Yeah.
To be able to jump, not touch any of the O-linemen,
get through clean.
Those two guys to get the hold or the assist on the O-line down, and then to land and then re-jump. There's there's a million things that have to go right for this to get pulled off.
Is there a world where they call this a penalty and it's like, yeah, you can't do that?
Like in the future?
No, just like on this play.
Yeah, refs make mistakes all the time.
Oh, so you think it was completely like there's no like gray, like, oh, it could have went either way. It just depends on like how they say there's a hold on every play.
I don't think that this is illegal in any way.
Okay.
Personally.
Keep this thing moving. Max Crosby shit talks.
The Tap Man.
What?
He's got a lot of tattoos. It's Tap Man.
Oh, he is. Listen, he is tatted. Max Crosby shit talk caught on broadcast. How about it? Screaming, Bo Nix, speak up. They don't fucking know. While Bo Nix was audibling on a 3rd and 4 in the second quarter. And
I love a good shit talk. I do.
Is this just good coaching? Because it did kind of look like at first like everybody was waiting to figure out what was going on.
What do you mean
on the Denver side?
What do you mean is good coaching?
For Max. Max is coaching him up.
Max is on coaching?
Yeah.
It's good shit talking. I mean, I think he's just observationally seeing that the O-line is like, what? What are we doing? There's some funny stuff that happens in the trenches. Like, there is confusion sometimes, and sometimes, like, you just say exactly what's happening, and you get this back and forth every once in a while. Like, he's like, just pull! There are moments where it's like, you don't have time, like, you block him. You can't say like, Chico, what was that? Chico, what? Pull, damn
it. just in the fucking crossbar.
There was one, the radar defense when they're like moving around and you don't know where the down guys are or anything. He was up there. He said the clock was moving. He's like, just block him.
Dude, there will be sometimes Pat just rambles up, like he just spits it out because we're losing time on the clock.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what was that? What? I can't hear. And I'm like, all I hear is like the formation. I'm like walking up and like, what the fuck play is this? And he'll just tell me what it is. And then I'll look at the guy that's guarding me. I'm like, what do I don't just fucking tell them. Yeah.
There'll be sometimes you're like playing a team that you play a lot and you're trying to mess with them on like where the slide's going. So I'd be like this. I'd be like, hey, rip. And he's like, what? He's like, rip! God damn it. Now everybody knows you ruined it.
Oh, man.
Locker room media policy. Let's get to the real important stuff. And more important news around the league, the NFLPA has put out a statement about something that they shouldn't be worried about at all.
Peter Gazer!
The NFLPA has put out a statement about moving media interviews out of the locker rooms, and a lot of players have since spoken up about this. This has been something that guys have talked about for a long time. For those of you that don't know, after games or practices, there is a period of time that the locker room is open for media members to go in and talk to players, interview them, ask, what happened in the game, what's going on this week, whatever stories they're writing.
And
there's no and to that. That is
Meat Watch.
I don't think that's why they're in there. This is what is being alleged.
This is what, I mean.
This is what is being alleged.
Around the
I
league
suppose that there's probably been a few Peters Gazed over the years. Here's the statement the NFLPA has issued. Torrey Smith tweeted at my good friend Torrey Smith, former teammate, Super Bowl champion. Torrey.
Way to speak up for the league, man.
Torrey Smith, if only y'all knew how awkward some of the male reporters act. Straight meat watchers. I'm not going to lie. It is a little weird that people are in there, but I don't mind. I never minded it.
You never mind him.
Listen, somebody wants my dick is low on the totem pole. I'm not impressing anybody or doing anything. If you want to look at it, go for it. Be my guest. They got nothing. It's not going to impress you. It's going
to make some babies, man. That's what it's going to do.
It's efficient. It gets the job done. Especially making girls, but it's not. I don't know. I've never cared. I've never thought about it, and I've never noticed anybody staring at it.
We've been in locker rooms our entire lives, so it's like.
I still remember going into the YMCA in Cleveland Heights and seeing an old man's balls drag along a sauna. I didn't know that we were all of a sudden.
Which is risky in two ways, man. You can splinter those things.
Yeah, I remember it being visually.
You can sear those things, man.
I was a meat gaze. You know how hard it is not to look at an old man balls in a sauna? You can't not look at those. And there's nothing sexual about it, Tori. It's like, how the hell are those things hanging that low?
He's got a point. Tori, man, I think this was an absolutely hilarious statement. And Twitter, you can just have some fun on there.
Yeah, Kyle Juszczyk also went out there on Twitter. He said, maybe we can keep Grant Kahn, I think that's how you pronounce this guy's name. Sorry, Grant, for this, from always hanging out around lockers while we're changing. So he directly not only is calling out the collective group of porters, but Grant is catching strays here. Apparently, he has been known to.
Shout out the juice, man.
I do think. I don't think this is the problem that it's being made out to be.
It's so funny, though.
I really honestly think guys just don't want to be interviewed in the locker room. And a lot of people are crying wolf right now to just try and get the reporters out of the locker room.
Hey, listen, man. It sounds like everybody's having fun with it, man.
I'm just like, I don't think this is a big deal. I never had an issue with it. I think it's like, it's so easy to just not show your dick to everybody. Put a towel on or go into the bathroom that they aren't in. Like they're not in the showers. Like, hey, how'd you catch that ball? Like you can definitely not show your dick if you don't want to, guys. It's not mandatory that your dick's out while you're talking to these people.
I think it's actually encouraged.
Excuse me, lower your pants, please. I need to do my interview now. What the fuck are we talking about? Dude, I don't know what the problem is.
No, I've never had a problem with it, but I think it's actually encouraged by the NFL to be clothed. I don't think they encourage you to be naked.
Hey, can you please show me that tush push? Reach down and touch your toes real quick. I want to see what this looks like. If you're self-conscious, there's definitely a way to not have your genitals out. Breaking NFL news: the Jets announced they have parted ways with the head coach Robert Saleh, because he was the issue. After 5 games this season and a 2-3 record, the much maligned Jets offense struggling, and they fire their defensive coach. Dude. Jets, Jake, can we get your thoughts?
I'm here. I'm in the house.
You are here. Nice.
You are our expert in the New York Jets comings and goings. What are your thoughts on the departure of head coach Robert Saleh?
Yeah, I mean, everything's going great. This seems like a well-run organization, nothing going wrong. It's crazy. I mean, Every year I get my hopes up, and every year, 5 weeks into the season, I'm in the same damn place.
Yes. Are you familiar with the definition of insanity?
I've heard this once or twice.
Yeah.
I love this team. There's nothing I can do. But, maybe hiring a defensive head coach, forcing him to pick a quarterback he didn't want, forcing him to fire the offensive coordinator, then hiring a different offensive coordinator he didn't want, then firing him because the offense sucked might not be a good idea. Just my take. I'm dumb. I don't know football, but that's my thought.
Well, I think you were right in everything you just said. What do you think should be the next head coach of the New York Jets?
All right, so I got one name. I'm going to fix the organization. You guys are going to love it. He's a Northeast Ohio boy.
Ooh.
Go get Mike Vrabel. Call Mike Vrabel today.
Vrabel.
Get him in the building.
So he's
that guy can run a program.
Listen, I don't hate that.
I
will say
not
this.
right now.
I don't know that it's
do
Robert.
it next year or something.
Yeah, not right now.
I don't know that anybody's taking that job this year. That doesn't feel like doesn't matter who they hire as the head coach. The head coach is Aaron Rodgers. I don't even know why they're not even just naming him the head coach. I just want to see a player coach.
I do too, man. I kind of want to see it.
I just want to see it. Just make Aaron the head coach.
Just do it.
You know you want to do it. Everybody wants to see it. What if he just fucking leads them to the promised land?
It would be epic.
That would be fucking awesome.
Shut up, Jake.
He's going upstairs.
You have any other thoughts from around the league you want to share while you have your moment here, Jets Jake?
This nook is really sweet. This is a good setup you got here.
Yeah, we don't need that kind of comment. I was asking about NFL takes.
But thank you,
Yeah,
Jake.
well, I don't
thank
have
you.
those. Thanks, guys.
And lastly, it's time for the segment we debuted last week. Coach Quote of the Week.
That's a good segment.
A little context for this quote. During the Broncos-Raiders game, cameras caught Bo Nix and Sean Payton going at it on the sideline.
Yeah, I think we can tell from body language. Sometimes coaches like this. Howard Mudd used to purposely get guys riled up just to see if they would tell him you're wrong, coach. He'd play mind games like that.
Yeah.
Which I think is kind of fucked up, but I respect it.
I mean, we want to talk about the best to do it ever. Tom Brady used to fucking get pissed on the sideline.
Yeah.
You show some aggression.
I don't have a problem with showing emotion. And it seems like Sean Payton doesn't have a problem with it either. Post-game, Sean Payton asked about this moment, said, there's still a little bit of Ferris Bueller in this player that we're trying to get rid of.
Hold on.
What does that mean?
I fucking love Ferris. I got a little Ferris Bueller. I mean, what's wrong with
I don't think
that?
you should ever get rid of Ferris Bueller.
What's wrong with skipping school?
Yeah.
Skipping school and stealing cars. What's wrong with that?
If Bo Nix is Ferris, does that make Sean Payton the principal?
The principal.
Yeah. What's his name? Rooney. Principal Rooney. Thank you, Brandon. Yeah, does that make Sean Payton principal? Because Principal Rooney's the bad guy in the movie.
Yeah. I don't.
If you watch that movie, Ferris Bueller's the good guy.
Yeah. He's who you're rooting for.
Yeah. Ferris Bueller's the coolest fucking character in pretty much any movie I've ever seen. Keep fighting authority. Authority figures suck. Principal Rooney sucks. Keep being you. You're the good guy in this. Don't forget. Everybody loves Ferris Bueller. Nobody likes Principal Rooney.
But also have a good relationship with your coach.
Yeah, also listen to Sean Payton. He's been a really good coach for a long time.
Oh, and then one last quote. Cowboys beat the Steelers on a last-second Dak touchdown to Jalen Tolbert.
Good play right there. Good play to end the
Here
game.
is Smith on the game-winning touchdown pass from Dak Prescott to Jalen Tolbert. Bro, it was miraculous. JT literally sprained his fucking nuts. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Sprained his nuts the play before.
So good.
Then comes back, makes the game winner. Unbelievable.
I love that he thought saying fucking was the worst part of this statement.
Swear jar.
Fucking sorry, guys. Sorry, I forgot I'm not supposed to say. He sprained his nuts. What does that even mean? Can you sprain your nuts?
I think, I don't know.
I know, you can
I've never
do.
heard of that one.
You know what you can do? You can twist your nuts.
You
It's
can
called
twist your nuts?
testicular torsion.
Yeah, you can
Which,
also.
by the way,
you
is
can
a
also-
hospitable, I'll never forget, Center for Cleveland Heights. And he had to go to the emergency room
This is
because
back
you
when it
can
was-
die. That's how important testicles are, kids. Which is why if you see an old man in a sauna, do not twist them things because they are very twistable.
They were droopy.
There's some sad nuts. They're down low. They have seen a lot of gravity through the years, and they are prone to the torsion.
That skin got a little loose as he got older.
One would only assume they were not fresh out looking like that. Thank you, Tyler Smith, for cleaning up that quote and making it safe for the kids watching. Kids, watch your nuts. That does it for week 5 roundup. Let's get to some no dumb questions. Before we get out of here, let's wrap up the show with some no dumb questions because there's no such thing as dumb questions, just dumb people. No dumb questions is brought to you by the powerful backing of American Express. What was the bit that we did about American Express?
Don't steal home without it.
That's right. Don't steal home without it.
Shout out to the guards, baby. Let's go, man.
From Lacey Amos. Hey, New Heights Show. What's the story with the T. Kelce T-Rex logo on the inside of his gloves? Well, Travis, I would like to know this question and answer as well.
Yeah. Well, the gloves are custom from Nike, and Nike asked
From
me.
Nike?
From Nike, and they asked me if I wanted to throw a logo in there. And I guess when I was a kid, you say it best when you say you don't choose your own nicknames. I was given the nickname T-Rex when I played low post basketball, and when I was like 10 years old.
Okay. Why were you nicknamed T-Rex?
That's a good question. I think T for Travis, and T-Rex was like kind of like a mind frame, like a mindset.
It sounds like a little kid like nickname.
Yeah, or it was because I was just like fat with short arms.
Why have I never heard this before?
I don't know. It was that and Traveling Trav. Have you heard Traveling Trav?
I did not hear Traveling Trav.
Yeah.
That's not
and
a
it's
nickname
not
you
because
want.
I was traveling all over the world. It was because I did not want to put that basketball on the
Not because I was
floor.
Carmen Sandiego.
It was because I did not like to dribble. I wasn't a dribbler at all.
Yeah. Who does?
I know, yeah.
You and LeBron James.
Well, I mean, back in the day, it was traveling. Nowadays, honestly, I could probably make it the NFL, I mean, NBA.
You know what? I used to think there was no chance in hell, but the more I see how close in height you are to some of these guys. And
You think height is the...
I thought that was
height isn't the difference.
Dude, Steph Curry is an outlier. Just because he can shoot like threes from midcourt, height is a big deal in whether you can make it to the NBA.
Jason, Steph Curry is like 6'4".
I know. That's what I'm saying. He's short. So when you're 6'5", I didn't think you had the height necessary to play in the low post.
Oh, no, I definitely didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I see you next to Luka and you're the same fucking height as the guy. So you could have. You probably could have done it. I think you legitimately might have had a chance to do it.
I don't think I would have been an NBA superstar, an all-star or anything, but I think I could have made a team.
I think you might have been. Especially with them lateral moves. That helps you on the basketball court more than it does the NFL court.
Listen, fast break. You want me on the fast break.
Unless you have to travel.
No. I'm gonna catch. I'm gonna get the rebound and start the fast break.
Got it.
It would where I traveled was like on the wing trying to give out. Fuck.
I love that maneuver. Ah. All right. Well, there you go, Lacey Amos. Next note of question.
A childhood nickname that I like to really embrace the mentality of a T-Rex on the field. I think that's where I was going with
T-Rex. Man, T-Rex on the field. I think you're the exact opposite of a T-Rex.
Yeah.
T-Rex, bad vision.
Yeah.
Although they see objects that move, so maybe when you saw Pirine moving, then you're like, oh, T-Rex. You don't have short arms either. I don't get that. Your arms are long.
Yeah, I think it was
at least average for your height.
I think it was just a nickname from when I was younger.
Next no-dumb question, Joe Cunningham, 1937. No-dumb question, what happened to the shout-outs? Nobody has taken their game to new heights this year? Bummer. Very passive-aggressive there from you, Joe.
Yeah, we want to bring it back?
I guess, Joe wants it back.
All right, you got a shout-out? You got a New Heights?
Stamp of the week?
You got a stamper?
I'll give Alec Pierce some love. He almost single-handedly, along with Joe Flacco, had the Colts come back this week. They didn't quite get it done, but he had some long catches late. He's been having a good year. Alec Pierce been having a real good year.
He's having a good career so far. He's been doing his thing over there in Indy.
There we go.
All right, now.
All right, who are you going with?
Who am I going with?
Yeah.
I'll give my stance to my guy, Juju Smith-Schuster.
Hey, that's a good one.
Niner, man. He's out there balling right now.
He is. It's a heck of a welcome back into the starting lineup.
Yes, sir.
And that does it for No Dumb Questions, brought to you by the powerful backing of American Express.
Yes, sir.
And that also wraps up this episode of New Heights. Make sure you're subscribed on YouTube to the New Heights channel and follow New Heights on the Wondery app or wherever you get your podcasts. Reminder, you can listen to new episodes of New Heights early and ad-free right now by joining Wondery Plus in the Wondery app or on Apple Podcasts. You will also be able to see the exhilarating review of women and mobile pants.
Hope you like it. Once again, New Heights is a Wondery show produced by Wave Sports and Entertainment. Follow the show on all social media at New Heights Show with 1S. Thanks you to our production and crew, and thank you to the 92%ers. We will see you later. Oh, nice little Boulevard wheat. Shout out to Creed Humphrey.
Oh, come on.
Who taught him this and why?
Go, 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 go. That's a pretty good party trick. It's physics. Come on, get off. Get up off that palm.
I don't have to. Shout out to Boulevard Wheat, though. That is one of my favorite blondies.